Ace Attorney, or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney's trilogy. Yes, episode 3. This is the first. God, you've disgraced me for the last time, Steel Sarah. The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Oh my god, the Steel Samurai theme. The moon? No, it is you who gazes upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you will ever see. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Grah! The warrior's sword gleams in the striking moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Wright and Co. office. That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate. Whoa! Stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What, Nick? You mean you don't know the Steel Sam? What, Nick? You don't? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? Sorry, I had to burp, and I don't think burping in the mic would have been great YouTuber skills, I think. Is it great YouTuber skills? Or would that make it more surreal? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people, and Edgeworth. Young, like how young? Um, 10 years old? Then what the heck are you getting all excited for? Hey, I'm only 17. Right, she's only 17 in this one. That's 17! See, I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. How old is Phoenix in this one? Hey! Don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 20. He's only 24? God, that's in 2 years. This guy's a successful lawyer and I'm fucking here. Working at a Safeway. Then watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. Then they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be. Steel Samurai was no one. I really worry about kids these days, Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office, I guess. I wish we had some clients. Fair enough. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay rent? How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client was around the corner. Burn. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick! Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested! Huh? You mean the guy on the show? Yes! They're saying that the Steel Samurai killed the villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No! What I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office quick. Please, Nick. Oh. Ma's here watching television. For now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers played the lead role in the popular kids show that's The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who played the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still in the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. The police believe that this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, 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 it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Bring. Beep. Yes, Wright & Co. office. What? Nick, it's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? I have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Hold on. Do I have that? I gotta double check something real quick. There's an achievement for if you investigate all the plants. Yeah, it looks like I have that achievement. The only achievements I'm missing right now are Justice 3 served, Valetta's homemade donuts, Nabuo a Reito, I hate childhood friends, and Jean's foreign language courses, which are all word specific ones where you have to essentially you have to ask them every question, present them with certain pieces of evidence, and they'll say specific things, at which point outside of the Justice 3 served. Justice 3 served, that one is the bad ending for Justice for All Ace Attorneys, I believe, which is the second game, right? I think. Anyways, I just wanted to double check that I have the plant talking achievement because. Or was it the plant one or the... No, it's... Sorry, not the plant one. It was the stepladder one. Okay, I think the plant one is... Oh yeah, the plant one's the Apollo trilogy. Anyways, let's move on to the detention center. What's wrong, Maya? It's him. In the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean that guy? Of course it's him. No Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but he's definitely didn't murder at least once, maybe twice. Maya, no! Don't say that. Whoa. What are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know. You're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed. Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. Oh. This finally works, I guess. Sorry. I found my steering wheel, so I set it up just to check if it works, but when I got the part of Steel Samurai with the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know. I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh, I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of the Steel Samurai now. Sniff. Wah. Nick, what? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah, He didn't do it. This wishy-washy. Oh, Ma, you're so wishy-washy. We could start by telling us what happened. Oh. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday, actually. Alright, seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. Ow. Ow. We went through a few action sequences at 10 o'clock that morning, where the rehearsal scheduled for 5 o'clock is scheduled for 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But when 5 o'clock came around and the staff gathered at the studio, Evil Magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the sun. They took off his mask and discovered it was Jackhammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with a samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the steel samurai used as a weapon. Maybe you should explain to me what the steel samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the street of Neo Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against Evil Magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the Evil Magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. Sniff, wah. I see. Neo Old Tokyo, who comes up with these names? Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studio at 9. We worked through some action sequence until noon. Rehearsal began at 5 o'clock, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was 5 o'clock and I was late for rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. What will the kids think, Sniff? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick. Let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Ah, here we go. Who's ready for Wendy Oldbags? Wow, so this is where they make Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Aren't you excited? Hey! Oh, you over there. You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you, stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers. Sightseer, tourists. I know the type. You heard the innocent and came to snoop around. Youth these days. I don't want to do this. Or lawyers and the rest of us. Maybe I should work at lawyer shoes. I like me, they're loafing around. The youngs with different minds of the stage. Hippie clothes. Where do we use coming today? Is my son called in my... Nick. Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. So what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days, I don't want to hear it. You were a star? Only a twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. Wow. This place really
this place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his past. I wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it. I wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it. Believe me. The little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the Silver Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know that for sure, that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do you know? I know everything, and that's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts, enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. And now the studio where the murder took place is to the left. So if you want to go to the studios, you have to pass by me. The only person who went there between 1 to 2:30, that's when the murder took place. And that one person was Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Powers says he was sleeping in a dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would have said that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were looking suspiciously looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. I hate old bags. This lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Probably. Hello. How was the studio? They all think that I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Sniff. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from her, are you? What? No. I'd never do that. Earlier you said you're sleeping in the dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day, and she said you saw him head towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know. I'm sorry, Sniff. But I swear to you on my mama's grave I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me? What did she see? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once, and she'll never let that on go. Grr, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write a letter up? Could you write up a letter of formality requesting my representation? Of course. I hope this get me past the security lady. This is why I hate Wendy old bags. There's one thing that's really funny that you'll see. Ma'am, have a look at this request. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize that bold, childish scrawl. Powers' request was given to the security lady to think he would entrust fate to use of such unreliable appearances. Really, if anyone's who unreliable appearances, that would be you, old bags. Really. Anyways, you may pass, but only left here, from here, towards the studios. No going right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were in my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents! Yeah, we're not paying you 50 cents. Fuck you. Do I need to talk to her at all? No. Hey, aren't you that murderer from the other... Gumshoe! You dunce. Ah! That's it. It's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea, staring gloomily out the window. So? Hey! If he's depressed, that's all your fault for doing a sloppy detective work. Damn, right in the gut. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal, it's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on the case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, alright. So how's your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, you can't tell... I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe we need a little more indirect with you. Maybe you need to be a little bit more indirect with your questions. Right, so detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Let's see. Okay. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over here in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 approximately 1 p.m. At the time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Oh, that photo. The photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up there on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the welcomes? You mean the gate? The gate with the gate. You mean the one with the welcome sign? Welcome, Leon. Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no, Nick. He has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh ho 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 ho. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not gonna find clues I haven't found already. Ha 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 ha. Glad to see someone be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We got a free pass to the place. Now is our chance to check things out. Studio mascot. This is some kind of monkey, but what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding up a sign in his hand. Right, studio 1, studio left. Oh, I forgot to read it. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday. The head broke off. I took a tree down with it. Oh, I forgot to read again. Oh my god. That's the security door, or the security camera to take photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you'll see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera. It is ST1307. Must be the camera number ID. The camera studio 1, studio where this is the studio where they found found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like we need a key card to get in. Makes sense when you want to keep the not employees out. Oh, there we go. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah. Apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra by charging for admission. Huh. You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit a detective and work here. Yeah, and that would be perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh? What's that supposed to mean, pal? Oh. Nick, look, the security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough that she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Or she had to make my life harder by giving the photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us, why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here, the gate with a camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go, you pass by my station first. Poor Hammer. He went to the studio before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right around 2:30. You see, the only one I see go through here is between 1 and 2:30 was Power himself. Wait. This also brings up another issue because the camera was always taking photos, right? Powers, because he was late, if you have a picture of Powers going to there, then that kind of like negates the whole fact that it was Powers. Anyways, the serial got a good look at him too. If he's not the one who did it, if he's not the one what did it, wait, if he's not the one what did it, okay, I don't know who did. Okay, that was, maybe it was you? Yeah, good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was, past tense? Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. Yes, that too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play evil master is great, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic, and it tells when someone walks through that gate. Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over there, the security guard station, and I check them every day before I go home. I do. Computer security. Hey, no touching. Jesus Christ, what an ugly bitch. She's really ugly. Nick, this is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. There's no one here soon. Or no one's here this soon, I guess. After the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. This is a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle, probably the old Tokyo castle. Looks like a metal drain has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid. Took her a bit. The door to the dressing room, it's not locked. Hey Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know, there might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Power's dressing room. This is where he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims that he was sleeping. No one actually saw him take a nap here, did they? Right, there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee card key must be Power's. Says Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it. You mean borrow it. Remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on this plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. Yeah, I would love a T-bone steak. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach for steaks. What? Enter Studio One, blah blah blah. Let's go and check it out. Beep. It opened. Alright, we're in. She's way too happy for someone to visit a crime scene. What is it? You're really quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? The white tape. It's so real. So real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai steel. Sounds pretty real to me. Wow, look at that camera. It must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that. Sorry. Sorry. My partner's kinda, dumb. I don't... No, I don't know. Who are you? Who? Me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around and ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP people. WP, oh, Will Powers. WP, I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning... my eye. Is it so itchy? Oh. Ooh. In the morning, we went through the action sequence in the employees era. WP and Hammer were there along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio One. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room, but I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of a girl do you think I am? What kind of... No. I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Power's alibi. What do we do? What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the kill. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know that you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing that we had scheduled was an action scene run through. I was the only assistant that I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information then. No, thanks. Anything? No, no thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go. Let's go put go put that security lady on the spot. So you said someone other than the regular filming crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut in a witness testimony. Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came in the studio, she must have seen them. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? The estimated time of death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one who go through here between those times? As sure as can be. But we have a witness who says who thinks there was someone from the outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were watching you were here watching the whole time? ... Ma'am? Wait for it. Who was it? Who told you that? Who dared question me? God, an ugly bitch. You better tell me all quick and tell you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do. We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One. Her, she's not even a full-time employee. All of you youngins are not like this now. It was running your mouths whenever, tomorrow than that, and whenever the youngins tell, I knew this was respect your elders back in the day. As shame you used to, Gyar! She left. Well, Nick, that's our one chance we could do. This is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers is on this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try this computer? Try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? It looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. The first number I need is the day of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of security camera. I think it was 307, right? Ah, here, enter. Hey, it printed up the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he's the one always wearing that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something printed on the back. October 5th, 2 p.m. photo number 2. Wait, what does that mean? Maybe there's more photos from that day? Nope, that's the only one that's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick. Can't we use the photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with us. Right. We'll put her in her place. Hey. That's what I said. Anyways,
Let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy so soon. Nick, you're craftier than I thought I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. No thank you. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So we're done for today? I think the photo is what I needed for the trial. Still, I'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it was really the security lady? I was just looking at the achievements and it's really funny to me.
Sorry, I'm eating and I inhaled some dry breadcrumbs. The court is now in session for the trial of Will Powers. It was really funny looking at the percentage of people who completed the game. Like at like the first episode, the first achievement, like one of the first achievements you get is obviously play. There's the first achievement. The first achievement you should be getting is playing Ace Attorney's trilogy. There was like a 95%, right? But the very funny one was like 90. At like the first episode completion was like 98, and then towards the end, I think it was 15% whoever actually like finished the game, which was really funny to me. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defendants is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecutor will show the court at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th. The defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed a fellow actor, Jack Hammer, in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call upon a familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would like to briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain it here with the guide map. I'll explain this with the guide map here. I understand this case. It's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See? This is the employee area. Actors did a run through of their action scene during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at her studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. The security of past the security station, there is a gate here. You see, or see. Past that are the studios, and here is Studio 1. This is where the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young lady and a young woman, the production assistant. Sorry. All the production staff were in the employees area until noon. After lunch, the victim, Jack Hammers, went to Studio 1. After that, 1 p.m., the security lady got to be... Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead later to 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. Samurai spear was found lodged in the victim's chest.
was the murder weapon. And that is the case in brief. Anyone would like to hear it again? Should I listen to it again? Skip it. I think I can probably remember it. Yeah, well, I've also heard it like 3 times now. So this is the murder weapon. Was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor. Oh yeah, you can't inspect shit yet. They don't let you inspect shit until like, I think, until the 5th episode and like later on. Your Honor, this case is quite simple. If you ask one question, and that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. And this is the first interaction between Edgeworth and his eternal lover on a one-sided relationship. Will the witness declare her name? Oh, aren't you a handsome fellow? Wait, she's married, right? You literally can see the ring. I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh dear, no need to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please! Seems like Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their name. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. I'm too tired. I'm not gonna try. Objection! I object to this witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Now that the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, say I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through ever since the morning. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. Anyways, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. And I was at the main gate from then until 5 o'clock. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walking right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. Except it wasn't Powers, it was fucking Samurai. You saw the defendant, Very well. Let us begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Obviously, we know it's not Powers, it was the Steel Samurai himself. Objection! Let me get this straight, Mrs. Oldbag. You're saying that since yesterday you saw Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, right? Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai defender of Neo Tokyo. Mrs. Oldbag. Is this Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can clearly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Power does play this role of Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one is accusing. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you know that. However, you know you do not have proof of that person is the photo. Is the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers? Do you? Noisy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. Prosecutor would like to ask the witness, please make all the information you possess known. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know everyone would be so noisy? You should be ashamed of all of you. Anyways, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as this isn't any good as evidence, pal. Did even give it a second look. Wow. Old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. I never say anything. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, Power tripped. I saw Power trip and fall. He broke one of the props, and it was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that photo. You can see that he's dragging his legs. See, clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had a sprained ankle? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Hey, you gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. He broke a prop? Sure he did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear, the murder weapon. Lucky I was there to fix it. I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in court record. Yep. This one. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, then poor old Hammer's the evil magistrate, and me. What exactly were you doing? Observing, just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such, so didn't see the run-through then. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there's one thing that bothers me, which is, where's the Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyways, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. It is clear that the person is Steel Samurai, and it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure about that, Your Honor? Object. Hold it right there. We keep talking taking possibilities, but we don't. But we have to. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Will Powers. Defense has a point. Also wonder if there's someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Well, then allow me to remove the doubt in your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. There was only one person I saw go off to the studio before then, and that was Will Powers. No one else went there. But if they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have been the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Well, we know that is wrong because this photo right here says photo number 2.
Objection!
Hold on. Look at this photo one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate of the studios, correct? Yes, sir. Well, it's auto-playing. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyways, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security dates. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note on the back of this photo in printed words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know what that means. It was taken on 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue bit is the end. It says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it was really the only photo? Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, it's what I have to ask the witness. Evidence show here that there was not one but 2 people that went through the studio that day, and yet there's only data for one of the photos.
It could have been. Who could have erased the photo from the data from the other photo? Only someone with access to the security lady herself. Me? Watch your mouth, you whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means there's 2 people that went by. Well, yes, that would be... Well, yes, that's what it would seem. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help! Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Miss Oldbags? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Sigh, I see. Your testimony, please. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one important job to do. Go through the photos recorded on the security cameras and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Mrs. Oldbag, this is the first time I've ever heard of this. Of course, Sonny, I only just remembered. Right. Anyways, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I have to say this is a turn of I'd say this was a turn up for an unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Tell me who the heck was in that photo you erased. A fanboy. A fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsal and from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about, and one of them was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you say there was no one else who could get in? I locked the main gate so no one else could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. That grate has been loose for a while. Leads to outside as well. And that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. And they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids? So the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably second or third grade. What? Order. Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about second or third grade. Oh, yes. Well, you see his type there his type there every day. I can't stop him. Can't catch him. Boy in second or third grade. I'd assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the Steel Samurai spear. Impossible. I think it's quite heavy. Right. As much as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, and that makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will now take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in the dressing room and you didn't go to the studios? I didn't go to the studios, I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in the security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in it and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone wanted to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. Sniff. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick, what are you gonna do? First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone who else is could conceivably have done this. Right. It'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all. Hey Nick, it's time. Okay, let's go. Sigh. What does this mean? Please. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Sniff. court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Edgeworth, you will present the prosecution's thought on this matter. Prosecution's thought are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else who have committed the crime. I called the verdict of guilty for the defendant Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, with your thoughts? Defendant disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order, interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. Your accusation is someone in the obvious innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. So who is this person other than Mr. Powers who committed the murder? It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbags. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging their leg in the photo. Picture, that means whoever in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they've been watching the action scene run through. There's only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag. What? You whippersnapper? Order. Is it true, Oldbags? Oldbags? That's Mrs. Oldbags to you. Mrs. Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself, in other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume, and then simply slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah. Right here. Sherlock Holmes 2. Oh, wait, that's actually wrong. It's not Sherlock, it's Sholmes. Sherlock Sholmes. Like, as it should be Sherlock Sholmes, right? Yeah, not Sherlock Holmes, because in this universe, okay, quick rundown. Well, this is, I guess, retcon. Sherlock Holmes does not exist in here. Sherlock Sholmes exists. Quick rundown. Phoenix Wright's distant ancestor, or great ancestor, went to Britain, and he meets Sherlock Sholmes, essentially Sherlock Holmes for their universe. And so this is technically wrong. Should be Sherlock or Sherlock Holmes or something. I forgot what his exact. Hold on, I'm gonna search this up. Sherlock Sholmes. Okay, there is a discrepancy. So it is Sherlock Sholmes. Okay. There was I stumbled upon a Reddit post going, oh, why does it say Sherlock Holmes instead of like Sherlock Sholmes? A very obvious reason, intellectual rights, and this game came out before. Because Sherlock Holmes is under intellectual property rights, and essentially this game right now is referencing it, while well, in the Great Ace Chronicle games, which I might actually stream. Or not stream, I might actually record and upload. But long story short, they have the intellectual property rights. This game came out beforehand, so they didn't know they were going to make a character named Sherlock Holmes that was in reference to Sherlock Holmes, which was some, and Sherlock Holmes was a whole thing. There's a whole controversy, if I remember correctly. And oh, sorry. And the whole creation of that character because of intellectual property rights. Ding. That's odd. Isn't the part where Edgeworth pounces? Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up and with an objective or some damning evidence? Mr. Edgeworth? Does the prosecution have any opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What is that supposed to mean? So you all think that I did it? Is that what? Is it that? Edgy boy, don't just sit there and do something. What's my move? Maybe I should make a chance to take it all the way. And obviously you should be pushing all the way. This very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Mrs. Oldbag's action on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forgot Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too. Indeed. That's it. No, Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Just wait a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased. It's only a grade schooler. And though, as you said, second or third grade was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin in my old man in 10-second stops. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy's not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it to be nice to the kids and mean to your elders? Day, whippersnapper. I have proof. Proof? Indeed, let's see that proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows that the boy could not have committed murder. Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. It was the very spear that's shown in this photo. How could a boy have taken the spear? It's impossible, I see. Well, could the witness care to comment on this? The windbag speechless. This has got to be a first. Very well. This court will now suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Mrs. Wendy, and what's her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. The prosecution will look further into Oldbag before we continue. That is all. Court is adjourned. Wait a second. I'm not going to sit around here while you just run off barking up the wrong tree. Me. I'm talking. Oh great. Stop the press. Windbag. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about? By whom? You mean Edgeworth wasn't who told her not to talk? Well, testify. My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There was some other people in the studio that day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, you see? So they told me to pretend that they hadn't been there at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. God, an ugly bitch. So fucking ugly. Miss Oldbag, this crucial information, why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? I've told you to shut my... They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Who are these people? Well, the director and the producer, for starters. The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could we have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Well, yes, I was surprised no one asked about it. So, where were these people? The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime. That they had a meeting after that. Where? Oh, Studio 2 trailer. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You can go through the gate all the way through. You can go through the gate and all the way to the left. The path over there, where the monkey had fallen over. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already had all my ask. Take a break. Your Honor, we have learned where the others at Global Studios were on the day of in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present, and yet, as we stand, they have not been questioned. I hold that it would be impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense points. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, or more information about these other people that we have just been told of. I understood, Your Honor. Stand on, Your Honor. This ends the day of proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask of you to defend me. Oh, it's really nothing, grin. Or should I sniff? Well, we'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. But to find out more about the director and the producer. There'll be a turning point in the next trial as witness for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So Nick, have we figured out just who was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really been old bags? What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really. Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. I was just trying to buy time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off of Mr. Powers. Poor Windbag. Kind of feel sorry for her. I know. Have you seen that bitch face? Well, she wasn't winning any points in there. She wasn't winning any points in there. With or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Alright. We'll be back to visit you soon. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Sniff. Oh, my finger's itchy. Oh. Well, what a day. There's no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance? I guess that's really depends on the people we find out about in today's trial. The director and the producer. Yeah, them. Well, what are we doing? Let's get to the studios. No one's here. Right now, they have Miss Oldbag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone to replace her. Hey, and the security guard, she left donuts. What? I wasn't gonna eat them. Uh-huh. Hey Nick, looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today. You're right. He's probably up to his neck of paperwork after the commotion at today's trial. So Nick, remember that Studio 2 we were heading at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right? Yeah, I think that's what they said. Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today? Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out. This is Studio 2? I I thought so. Doesn't really look much of like a studio, does it? No, it really does not. No, that it does not. Hi, there's a trailer over there. Looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer. Are we sure this is a studio? There's some flowers here. Wow, so pretty. They're they're taking good care of these. Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of a temporary film set. It looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates. Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too. What is it with steaks around here? Hey, there's always room for steak, but something does seem out of place. What? I don't know, just something feels odd. You know, the bones are missing. That van for moving staff and equipment around. They kept it in pretty good shape. It looks like it'd run fine. Let's go for a drive. Sure, if I had a license. What? Nick, you don't have a driver's license? But look, I have this. Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick? As the incinerator, apparently they just put this one in. Just put this one in. It's already covered in soup. They must not clean too much. There's a big number 2 pin here. Probably because this is Studio 2. Probably. Though, it doesn't look like anything like a studio. Looks like the assistant. Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey. Hi, WP Lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh, don't mention it. Is it true that they caught the security lady? Oh. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up the drain. You mean this one? That one? Wow, look at that. What a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right? Yeah, but you do the work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just lots of time they end up looking worse than they did before I fix them. Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about. You're right. I won't. Personally, I think she should be worried at least a little bit more. If you excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbags. Right. See you later then. Good luck with your investigation. If I remember correctly, we're supposed to pull this apart. So the fanboy that we're talking about in the trial today came in through that drain. So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry. Hey, Nick. If the drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in. Yeah, I think that was the idea. I feel sorry, kind of sorry for him, though. Don't you? What, what, you want to rip the grate off? Right? Really, Nick? We can? Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. And you have to rip it because he has to come in, he's a key witness, and you start talking to him. Well, I guess it's some things are just meant to be broke. Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes. Sometimes. Hiya! There, that should make the kids happy. The things we do. Oh. 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 Let's... Sorry, I was itching my finger. Oh, hello. Oh, you look a little out of place. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternate guard fashion thing. So, how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't let me clean up. They don't want me disturbing the evidence. We haven't cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left on them in the employees area? Yeah. Can you believe it? Do you kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. They're always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see Wendy's old windbag's eyes flash when she sees them. She has a bit of a tough time catching him, though. I heard something at the trial today. They said the director and the producer were here on the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. But I guess they were here. The studio heads seem pretty eager to keep us quiet. So we're trying to protect the director? More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved the studio from brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it wasn't for that producer. The producer, huh? What the fuck? What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Just who does Lamau? Huh? Wait. You first. Who are you? Look pretty suspicious to me. Whatever. I'm unk. Guys, I'm unk. I don't know what the fuck to say. Flamers? Whatever, lamers. How can you not know the great Salmonella? Salmonella? Oh my god, I just realized that fucking name. Oh. I make the leech show. Oh my god. That, I haven't heard a fucking leet in ages. Oh my god, that is so old now. I'm unk. This game's unk. I make to lead shows. The Steel Samurai, mine. RTFC. Read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You just look so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine. Oh my god, Raffle. What is it? You know, closer inspection. Yeah, hot slobber. Do you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume oh my god. Rock swords? What? You're Drew. Hey, you're Drew. Huh? Well, buffer overrun. Pant. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to Steel Samurai. Pink Princess, warrior of Little Old Tokyo. Ruffled Lamau. Pink Princess. Just making my finger so itchy. Why are you so gotta be Little Old Tokyo? Why can't they have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo? Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Day of the crime. Did you notice anything unusual the day of the murder? Or I don't know, just who does or dudes dodge? Dude, my eyes hurt. A security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run through for an action scene in the morning. And then a meeting at lunchtime in Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get to eat lunch. T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, suck sword. I hate missing out on food. Nick, what does suck swords mean? No idea. Anyways, I was at that meeting from noon till 4 o'clock with the producers and some big wigs of the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated 2:30 p.m. If he's really telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean D. Vasquez? She's a genius, mad skills, all the way. Scary though, sweats. She brought the studio back from brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time. Who exactly are these big wigs people keep mentioning? Oh, they're the boss over the networks and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine. They got here around noon. Major tension, sweats. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. All gray-haired geezers scowl. Sounds like they're all be reliable witnesses. So this place is deserted. Crash. Eek! Nick, what was that noise? I don't know, it came from inside the trailer. Someone must be inside. Hello? No answer. Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in. I'm not sure should we be barging in. It's locked. What? We don't have a key. No, but there's probably one in the guard station. Then why are we waiting for it? Let's borrow it. If they'll let us. I'm so glad that they fixed this issue, because if you haven't noticed, to traverse you have to go to the connecting one. So, but in the future games they fix it by having it so what's it called? Go through. Oh god, I'm blanking on the name. Have it so that all the locations are in one area. And thank God for that. Oh, my nose. Aha! You again. Eek! How rude of acting like you've seen a ghost. You certainly got back to your post quickly. The police took me away, they did. out a spare steel samurai costume. Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, how could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw that there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule. Guess they would rule out her being the murderer. Anyways, know this whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or an insult, and you won't. You won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You're talking a lot for someone whose lips are sealed with sealed lips. Starting now. 3, 2, 1. This lady's too much. About the kid you saw. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious. About the director, the one who was here the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, she's losing it. Hey. Hi, wait. I bet you came through right through the drain. Hey kid, what's your name? Sport. I'm not a kid. So don't talk to me like that. Huh? But you're just, but you are a kid. It's a little rude, brat. There's no way to talk to an adult. I don't see any adults here. Hippie fashion chick. Hippie fashion, Nick. I think I'm being mocked. He's got to hand it to Maya, and she's pretty sharp and she's pretty mad. I'm Cody Hatkins. Call me kiddo again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. So you're a fan of Steel Samurai? How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on Steel Samurai's side. Ha, aha, you can't fool me. Okay, then what's the last line of by the innkeeper in episode 8? Ha, easy. With some fries with that. Not bad, kiddo. Watch it. What are they doing? Say, there was. You heard anything about the incident the other day? You were there, weren't you? Did you see something? Anything? He always, the Steel Samurai always wins. I saw him. I saw everything. What? But no way am I telling you, losers. Wait, what? Let me go. He's gone. Something fell off the table when he bumped it on the way out. A bottle? What is this sitting there wondering? Sleeping pills. Will Powers got roofied, guys. WP got roofied. Honeys, what was that kid saying? He saw everything. Huh? Where's the old windbag? Not over to leave her post. Hey, Nick. That was her. Stop, whippersnapper. Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Nah, she tripped. Maya sure seems. Maya sure looks happy. Hey, look, Nick. There's our chance. Let's check out the guard station. Good idea. Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key. The key to trailer in studio number 2. We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick? Well, gotta examine. Wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened. Great. Let's go, Nick. Seems eager all of a sudden. Well, you first, Nick. Ah, not that eager. Studio Studio 2 trailer. Eek. Someone's in here. Names. Our names, well, we're WP's lawyer and, I see. And who might you be? Dee Vasquez, the producer. Dee Vasquez. She's quite beautiful. I was wondering what you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez, script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. The script. The Steel Samurai episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. I'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. This is Vasquez. It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV. The nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. How about the doctor? Salmonella, right? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all the people entertainment business this weird? It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out there. Maybe there's some place we haven't checked. Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. Why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Sniff. Don't cry. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, let's give it to him. We'll give it to him if we see him. Man, this is so much fun. Here, I got this from the producer. Bring me the script of episode 13. Episode 13, where did I put that one? Must have left it somewhere. Sweats. Uh-oh. My ass is pound. If I don't find it, shakes. Nick, we might be quicker if we just look all the places he's likely then. I agree. And that would be... Oh. That would be... We're back to the scene of the crime. Let's find if we can... Let's find what we need and get out of here, Nick. That would be right fucking there. Not that. This. Hey, look. That's in the that chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. The director, Maya. Take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember the script the director was talking about? Didn't you say you left it somewhere? Ah! I found it. Nick, the script. Good work. Now we move back to the trailer, which isn't so much of a hike, luckily. Here, we found it. Your script. Ah, the script was handed to DV Vasquez. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet, I'm reading. Just hold on. What's the big deal? Who do you think you are, anyways? And what? And what are you even? What do you even know? Even know who we are? Powers lawyers? Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just. But you want to know about the day of the murder? Yes. Anything that could tell us could help. You know there was a meeting here at noon? Yes. With the director and the people of the network? Correct. Now listen closely. Now the people in this trailer went to Studio 1. It was impossible for us to leave. Impossible? Why? The path was blocked. The path? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked. You saw the monkey on your way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. The head fell over in the wind the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head around until after 3 o'clock. And thereafter, 4 o'clock, the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone was in the trailer that was stuck until the path was clear. Stuck in the trailer, stuck until after 4 o'clock. Hammer died at 2:30, thus none of us could have gone to Studio 1. What? It's true, the crane that came after 3 moved its head. We called some people to clear the way and be sure, I'm sure they'd corroborate with my story, but wait. What if the stoof's head fell out over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio on 2:30 at the time of death. Very well. Come. That Mr. Monkey, it wasn't when it wasn't broken. It announced the time in ooks. Ook and per hour. Ook, ook, ook. It's always with the ooking. It is a monkey after all. Check its head. The clock in its inside should have stopped when it broke. Nick, it says it stopped at 2:15. 2:15? That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 until after 4 o'clock. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Mr. Monkey Head Dale was been added to court. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone else who could have, besides WP, who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished. Sure doesn't look good. I guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. You. Well, now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight, and we don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. Well, earlier to give up, don't you think? Huh? You got one lead. Mia, it's you! What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya's probably been calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What do you mean by we have one lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I saw them. I saw everything. What? But no way I'm telling you losers. I don't know. It sounded like he was going to help us all. Didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studio. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. I was more worried. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. Oh, hi, old bag. What's wrong? Whippersnappers. She's been chasing the boy the whole time. When I catch him, sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. I got a hostage now, Whippersnapper. A hostage. And what happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat, Huff Huff. What a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now. My heart doesn't feel so good. Is she okay? Before I like to go, I like to visit a place where poor Hammer died. Right, she's saying she wants to visit the studio where he died. What is it about this hostage? Huff, huff, huff. When that boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. He'll come back for this one. Kind of hard to understand with all the huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage is what we need. Cody might talk to us if we give him that. Good idea. I'm catching that bread. I'm catching that bread if it was the last thing I do. Phoenix, anything to trade with her? Trade? Oh fuck! I fat fingered. I wonder. This is what we can trade. Hey, that's Huff. A card. Studio 1? Right. The key card to Studio 1. Huff Huff. I could visit poor Hammer. I could visit. He died. Oof. I was his fan. You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag? Studio 1 isn't my turf. Huff Huff. You have to let me borrow it. Let me borrow it then. I've given the card. I'll lender it. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag. The key card was lent to Miss Oldbag. Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnapper. Here, take this and we're even. Deal? What is this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figured it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. Alright, I'm off. There she goes, hobbling towards the Studio 1. And then Cody should still be in the dresser. Hey! Hey you, wait a sec. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yes. His name's Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. Come back. There, he's back. How did she? Hi there. Would you mind helping us out, please? I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Faye. Nice to meet you. Yo, I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, can you take it from here? I'm not so sure I'm qualified. The Steel Samurai is cool. I think he's the bomb. Who would Ha, what would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai? Hey, watch the attitude. Phoenix, I think you should really yell like that. He's only a kid. Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid. Oh my god. So, do you know anything that about what happened here? Could you please tell me? I don't know anything. Looks like a little persuasion's necessary, maybe a bribe. Cody, this look familiar? Hey, you are, huh? You are, you know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me. That's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect as chewing the basics of consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics? Whatever. I don't need that card, huh? I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble? If you want to trade, you really find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean something rare than an ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than the plain ultra rare cards. Come on. Man, for grown up, you sure are dumb. Premium rare. Why do I have the feeling we're talking about steaks? And if I remember correctly, the attendant has the premium rare, if I remember correctly. She at Studio 2? She in the trailer? She is in the trailer. Hello, what brings you here? Well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes? The girl with you seems a little different. She seemed like she's not even the same person as before. Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always. Yep. Her cahoots got bigger and her face is different. And she's physically taller. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it though. The security lady was chasing around that boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, she was mad. Actually, we saw them. How was old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station. Some people take their job a little too seriously. These are all posters. Are these all the posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yes, it's a really terrible loss for the studio, but his popularity had waned recently, right? That's true. Then again, after what happened, you mean you don't know about Mr. Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Wait. Now you have to tell me what happened with Hammer. I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one you should tell you. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? I think you present her this. Do you know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those actually. One of the cards, one card from a complete set. A complete set? Yeah. A set of one of each card. Huh. Wait. That's it. That's the card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg of you, trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade card. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card. That's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? This everyone's getting excited about. Okay, really? Thanks. Then this is for you. URP, Ultra Rare Premium Steel Samurai Collectible Card. Very valuable. Yahoo! And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Honestly wonder what happened to her. She never shows up ever after this. I know she's like a side character and everything. But I am curious what she does after this. Oh, it's a slugfest moving. Cody! See this card? Yeah, so, wait, that's it! The last ultra rare premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay. How about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and I'll throw an evil magistrate to beat. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards, I want information. You sure? Fine by me. Ultra rare card premium was given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we could take him to stand tomorrow. So you like the Steel Samurai? He's so cool. I guess. You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions at life. I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler. You like him too, don't you? Oh, me? Yeah, I love Steel Samurai. So tell me what his favorite, what your favorite thing about Steel Samurai is. His fighting skills. I like when he vanquishes his foes. Yeah, Wazam, the Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Check this out, my fan. What the? This is all pictures of Steel Samurai. I go to every live performance. So those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other out in public. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never miss one. A perfect collection. Check it out. A new digital camera. Wow, very impressive. The newest model, isn't it? You bet, lady. I got it for my birthday. My album has a name. You want to hear it? The Steel Samurai Path to Glory. Steel Samurai always wins. Always. If you want this, you can have it, lady. Really? Are you sure? Yeah. I took these with my digital camera. I got the data at home, so I can always make another one. Well, then I'll happily to accept. Thank you. So people always giving stuff to Mia. What a life. We both... Okay, Phoenix, there are two big reasons why they're always giving it to Mia. I don't need to explain further. Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that what the Steel Samurai's motto is? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything. Well, might get some useful information out of you though. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident? I got here the day around 2 o'clock. I came through the woods back so the old lady wouldn't see me. I kind of got lost though. I was in there for maybe half an hour. I finally got to the studio. After that, what is it, Cody? The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. Happened so fast, I got scared. I went home afterwards. After that. I see. Must have been hard for you. Man. You say those nice things, but you're so obviously aren't speaking from the heart. Right, Mia? Yes? I think we can say for sure that means the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him, indeed. So the only person left who it could be is Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of shock. Kind of shock, but if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise, but best leave it alone. Not so fast, pal. I heard everything. This boy is a key witness. He's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. We're gonna rendezvous down with me at the precinct. No, I ain't going. Wow. That didn't go so well. No! No, really! We're back to leave 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in our court. What are we gonna do? I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow. Please, I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe Mr. Powers is innocent? Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. See you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. And now, the trial begins! The trial begins. Bazinga. Yeah, I watched Big Bang Theory. What about it? I'd actually never watched Big Bang Theory.
I never watched Big Bang Theory. I've only seen clips of it. What else? I've never seen How I Met Your Mother. Never watched Friends, even though my mom has the first 5 seasons of Friends, which is really weird.
Been watching Supernatural though. That is a show I've been watching, and like, I don't know. I've been watching it just because it's one of those shows that I can put on while doing something. The past day and a half, I was organizing my card binder. Or not, I guess my card binder, my chaff. And I finally have a container to fill them all with, so I've like organized them and filled them. Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing.
Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier. Phoenix, your client is practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
This is no time for dead people jokes, please. You know that we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Something overlooked. We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial. This is going to be easy. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Unexpected fact has come to our attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned there was another person present at the studio. Today, I would like to show the evidence proving that there is nothing more to do with the murder. Very well, you can call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. Producer calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and his profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I make Steel Samurai. New bruh. Salmonella. I'm a director. Television. You were at Global Studios the day of the murder. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. Please testify to the court that day of the murders. Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, then you know what that means. Someone in that trailer on that Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. I wonder if they would have gotten married. If Mia was still alive with Phoenix Wright, do you think they would have gotten married? Now that is a genuine question because we know in the future Phoenix doesn't get married. God, Phoenix doesn't have a relationship. I always found that weird. Well, I guess for a while he did have a daughter and he chased after revenge during that time period, at which point he took up an apprentice and he trained that apprentice and then got back into luring afterwards. So I guess he didn't really have time to date, but still. Um, it's weird. Honestly, I am curious if they would have started dated. I was at the studios from 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. There was a lot. It took a lot more time than I would have thought. I heard everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in Studio 2, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting around until 4 o'clock. During the meeting, no one pretty much, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it. Well, we know that's not true because we saw, what's it called? The plates. What was it? Yeah, we don't. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak, at least. Can you believe that? It must have been tough. Phoenix, yeah? Doesn't that seem something odd about to you? It's contradictory. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. What you want, Sweat? When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were two plates, the same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Who ate lunch there? Murph. No, good call, Sweats. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all. T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah. I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble and brought it to the trailers. I was thinking I could eat it later. Clear, a man who likes to eat, I suspect as much. So what exactly did you eat? We took a break during that meeting. I wolfed it down, then drool. A mental image I can carry with me to the grave, my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break, that means that contradicts his testimony. Should I press him on that a bit more? Yep, there's that one fresh. You didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, not one. Sweats. Why is he sweating so much, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press him harder.
Oh, there's my slipper. Wait a second. Mr. Manel, you just contradicted yourself. You just told the court you ate a T-bone steak during a break? Oops, raffle. Well, Mr. Manella, what is this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Thanks, good job. If he took a break, that means one of them could have done it, have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please. Irk. Ha, ha, ha. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. Oh. Yeah, fifth, I took a break, Ruffle. It was only 15 minutes. 15 minutes. That's only 13 in a base 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio One. Lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me. Steams. I don't think it was even enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well then. You may begin your cross-examination. What time did you exactly take this break? I'd say it was from around 2:30 to 2:45. 2:30?
A very important time frame, at least for us.
That's the time of death.
Indeed it is, Phoenix.
Seems like you really are Sherlock Holmes the second. So he could have gone to Studio One and killed Hammer.
There we go.
I guess it's possible time-wise. Edgeworth knows the monkey head. But it was only 15 minutes. Why is that? Objection! Haven't had enough time of this pointless line of questioning. Your Honor, as testimony of the point it made certain facts painfully clear. The person in the trail had nothing to do with this murder. It is impossible for anyone to go to Studio One. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of those people in the trailer went to Studio One. Well, Mr. Wright? Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Well, we know it's impossible. I want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming it's impossible either. I agree that it's impossible for anyone in Trailer 1 to go to studio in that time. Haha, I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting right at the time of death. However, the path from where the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mr. Monkeyhead was barred all the way. Barred the way. Around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked over the studio's mascot's head. Ergo, when people were in the trailer taking a break at 2:30. The way the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's head. It's actually Mr. Monkeyhead, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. I believe what we have seen is enough evidence. I like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Very well. The court opinions on the case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in the studio too on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of the people could have gone Studio 1. Therefore, there is no relevance to this case. Furthermore, regarding this photo of Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one else other than Mr. Power could have worn it that day. All that is lacking All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we have that, I'm afraid that I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we've indeed have decisive evidence, a witness. Who is this witness, Edgeworth? The witness says he saw the very moment the steel samurai skewered the victim. Order, order, I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi, I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong, I never give up on a trail before. Not while there was a chance, but there's only one thing that became clear in your cross-examination. People in that trailer could not have gone to Studio One. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What's going to happen to me? I kind of seems like everyone in the courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm the murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai hero to the children everywhere, after all. Ow! My fucking toe. You. Thanks, Sniff. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Wow, that spring's powerful. Court is now back in session for the trial of Mr. Willpower. The prosecution has concern as our witness is a grade schooler for tender years, and this is a murder case. We are worried that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth is taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls upon Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Right. Guard, please bring a box, one of those donut crates. Crates? How much fucking donuts are consumed in this courthouse? Should do. That is a huge fucking crate! How many fucking donuts do they eat? Jesus Christ. That's a minimum height? So he was from here, from where his eye level to like fully where his chest is above. Well, the witness stated his name and grade in school. Yeah. So it was around his eye level, right? So that means that's like at least a crate of 4 dozen. So that's 48 donuts. And for a crate, Jesus Christ. Witness. What? Because you're just all grown up, you don't mean you can push me around. Murph. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, nice lady. I'm Cody Hicks. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child and try to be gentle. Witness, I mean Cody. He's having trouble with the gentle thing. You were present at Global Studios on the day of the incident. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there? Just Mr. Edgeworth will find, and I prefer bearded gentlemen myself. A very long day. Incidentally,
Photographic equipment is strictly prohibited in this courtroom. Murph. My apologies, Your Honor. Oh, the GTA 5 has has finally finished downloading. I want to play I want to see how the mansion is, and that means I have to go grant some money on GTA Online. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like some special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? God damn, Edgeworth! Hey, I just got this new camera. I don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I do bring it with me wherever I go. Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of that in the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court what you saw that day of the incident. I wanted to see the Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map in the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so the old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I kind of got lost on the way for about 30 minutes, and that's when I came to the studio. There was a Steel Samurai. I totally rocked before my eyes came out the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down, pal. If I had my camera with me, yep, okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. I remember now. If I had my camera with me, it would have been time for a shot, I tell you. Anyways, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Very well. The defense may begin his cross-examination. Be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we've seen in here, honestly. Honestly, yeah. Alright, I can't use the WASD yet. Objection! Cody, what you just said seems a little strange. Didn't you say before you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? It's quite clear, you're quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here, you understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you. Uh-oh, am I putting too much pressure? What is this digital camera contraption you keep talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. Oh, holy shit! Holy shit! Right, this game came out in 2001. Oh, I'm old. Oh, fuck, I'm old. I wasn't born yet. Oh, digital cameras, man. Man, I wonder if my mom can still find her old one or she gave it that away. I see. Anyways, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera to a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. Wright, how cruel are you to terrorize a poor child so? I don't care if he's a child or prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? So you did have a camera. Did you use this camera? What? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action, so I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai goes for the bad guy and wham, then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules. That's it? Well, that was brief. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Why? Huh? What do you mean why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, cause the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch and a samurai chop and a samurai slap. Something like that. He's still being vague about this. Wait, don't give me that looks, Pops. How should I play this? Press him! Cody? What? Something's bothering me. Before you said you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah. So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness stated what he clearly saw clearly. You know as well as I do he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murder uses samurai slop. Murph. My point is this, Cody, you may have seen a fight of the Steel Samurai, some of the Steel Samurai fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order, order. Mr. Wright, could this be? Explain how he missed something so vital. Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? You know, you can figure it out, Mr. Wright, your answer. Have you certain that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai? Why would he, when he watched the climax of the fight? Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why would Cody look away from the fight? Here's my proof. What is that? The camera? The witness stated he had recently received this camera. Yes, I am aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah, correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? That's because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey, Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there is no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. Right. Cody, there is only one reason why you wouldn't there was only one reason why you would look away from the fight. That was because you wanted to take a picture. But having received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of that fight, right? Correct? Yeah. Well, Phoenix. Bet you anything he's hiding more than that. We have to have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request Cody Hackins to testify once more. Very well, Cody. Could you please tell us about your camera? And why didn't you take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. We are bullying a second grader right now. A full grown ass man, and is bullying a is a second grader. Not even in the double digits yet. Jesus Christ. Cause yeah, so it'd be 8, 7, 8 or 9, because I turned, if I remember correctly, I turned 10. Or was I 12? I don't remember anymore. I miss being young. Steel Samurai just had escaped from the clutches of the villain. I held up my camera to take a picture, the lens wouldn't open, so I missed it. That's what happened, yup. I think strange about the testimony, I'm not sure. But I like to proceed with the cross-examination anyways. No photo? That's all? Yeah, I told you. I didn't take a picture. I wonder if the lens once. Did he really not take a picture even once? No, definitely. There's gotta be something I can use. Cody, listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey, Bullseye. How did you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow, feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps can you change your testimony to reflect that? Oh, my nose.
Objection!
Cody? What? Man, every single time you say Cody, it falls with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. That was, what was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Whiz man. I've gotten all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foes? If you did, I would find it hard to believe you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Ah, Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It is a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims to have a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his photos of the Steel Samurai, none of them were taken that day. Order, Mr. Wright. You have an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I'm certainly to expect to see a picture in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. And this is where he figures it out. The big reveal. No, wait, Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what the truth is. Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking right now is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what's going on here. Why was there no picture of the day of the murder? I would erase the photo he took, and that was because... I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, am I right? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. No way! It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied to us and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason why he erased this precious photo. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai would be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order. I will have order. Witness. I mean, Cody, is this true? Did you see? Tell us what the court you saw. Wah. He is still a kid, after all. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay, you're right. The Steel Samurai fell down, and then he didn't move. Wah. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to your witness testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we've all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? That Steel Samurai was the victim. If we understand what's happening, it's quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and laid still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying this is the man... This was the
You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Jack Hammers. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene of the run-through that morning. Plus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury. But wait, hadn't Mr. Powers gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. Remember Miss Oldbag said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard at 1 o'clock to see poor old Hammer. Nope, he already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go to Studio 1, nor there was a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Power to take his nap in the dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. But why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one picture, one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us quick. No way, man. If you're gonna look at me like that now, sniff. Here, this is it. Well, looks like, look at this. It's a little hard to say. I'm afraid I couldn't tell anyone was in. It could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, but this is the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, photo. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo one more? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency of the fact that as we know in that photo. Find the inconsistency in that photo. That would be right here. Your Honor, look at this. See this gate? May I draw your attention to the number of that gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Ah! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. Eh? What is this all about? Please explain to me the shock. So I can be shocked along with the rest of the court. The judge is a little slow. We gotta. He's old. He's running on old. He's running on old hardware. We gotta give him a pass for that. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see the photo taken in the time of at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 at the gate of the photo, Your Honor. It says this is the truth. Murder took place right here. Here, at Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 in the gate photo. Your Honor, find it significant. I find it significant that the murder take place in Station 2. There, as may you recall, the trailer is in Studio 2. Now, on that day of the meeting, a meeting was held in that very trailer, as there was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked, so we have heard. Pathway blocked at 2:15. So in other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Master Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, actually, it was the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. There were only the ones with access to the scene of the crime. Studio 2. Order. The defendants make the following claim. The scene of the crime was Studio 2.
The person who was the security guard, Miss Oldbag, saw the victim, Jack Hammer. Hammer had for some reason stolen the Steel Samurai costume and then went to Studio 2. Objection, this is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal the Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did this to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now then, they're so surprised suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. That would be the sleeping pills.
This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found them on the table of the employee area. The same area where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicion, yes. But there's no proof that Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. And if my claims are true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will now take possession of the bottle. The balls goes to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, the things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag would have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2, and those who were in the trailer did have time to commit the murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? And also, who killed them and why? Find these answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth, You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended till tomorrow. This is the last extension. Right, because I forget there's a law in this world where court cases can only go 3 days after the murder. So they have essentially expedited all cases really quickly because to lower the amount of waiting and data manipulation or whatever the fuck. Evidence manipulation. That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, and that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during that trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding.
Now then.
What the fuck is there? Oh, it's the cable.
Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks, Sniff. Oof, it was a long episode. Originally, I wanted to start on one of my most favorite episodes, but it seems like I won't be able to get it. One of my most favorite episodes is the next episode. That case is so good. I love it so much. Definitely top 5 of my most favorite cases of all time. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya! What happened? Well, I think we got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all we need is motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Yep, the initial trial. What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process. Under that system, the trial has to end within 3 days, right? Pretty much. Well, we have no time to waste. And did we don't. Let us move to the detention center. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Now, wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. Could you wipe that grin off your face? Well, WP, only a day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. Haha. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry, and they say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? I used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but some of his works caught Vasquez's eyes. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him, and now everyone knows the name Sam Manella. He pretty much becks and calls. He's pretty much at her beck and call though. Whatever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can't imagine him being at her beck and call though. I can't imagine jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But he just dropped the face off of the earth. Oh yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. He just stopped taking big roles. That's when he began appearing in productions at Global Studios. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel of this Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now I think about it, that was right when Mrs. Vasquez came to Global 5 years ago. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could eat those donuts at the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Woof! She's alive. Yeah, honestly, she might have died of old age at this age. How old is she? Hold on. She's so old that it can't be registered into the system. How old is Cody? 7, yeah. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me to talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Sal Manella, the director? Sal? He's a soft pushover and does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Does that make any sense to you, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. It doesn't make sense to me one bit. About Hammer, arg. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. He would never steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me. He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Oof. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them film just one time. The trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see the film later, I guess. This is where you found the bottle of sleeping pill, right? Uh-huh. Wonder if there's any other clues around. Yarch! No, no, no. No touching. Eek! Gumshoe. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack. I guess I could be quite a little dramatic at times. Why does this keep popping? I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Anyways, I'm here to explain the plate on the table. Examine the plate on the table. Wait, you're looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, or traces thereof. The plate. So you've been looking for traces of sleeping. Oh. A thorough examination. Got to take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a sorcery examination here. Our science guide gave me some testing solution. Reacts to the sleeping powder. You see, if there's trace, it will change color. Well, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? No, now, everything is due time, pal. Well, this thing's solution changed color, all right. The food on this plate have been lacing with sleeping pills. It looks like it. How goes your investigation? To be the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case and we already have against Powers, and some think we should switch up suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing, anyways? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room crushing paper cups with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Whoa, the fury of Edgeworth, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened to the empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, we got some good news for you on that. About that. We found the victim, Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means, yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. I was right. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I'm guessing WP won't be using it, so. What? Why? WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but this week is the last week of last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No! I'm wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. He had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Dirt. What kind of dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie that a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They're using the new Studio 2, and a sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it is too, or was too. The film set. That trailer was part of the film set too? What do you mean the last episode of Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Hammer signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no. Also, I hear the Global Studios are going to change its programming. They're not going to make Kids Show anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but it's what Global Studios decided on. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget it all ever happened. But they want to keep it quiet, you understand? How can they just do it like that? What about all the kids who love Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence can rather say the words for you. Here, take a look at this. And this is a fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think that better than anyone else. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, can you tell me something? Can you tell me what happened to Glue so intent on hiding? Tell me about the incident 5 years ago. Okay. What could you tell us about what happened 5 years ago? I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyways, producer Miss Vasquez managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had in Hammer. And that's why Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez would ask him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was there at the studios back in the day, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Oh, my ear's itchy. What are you still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everyone's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who would think... Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. Starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told you? Who'd you hear that from? Nicholas. Nichols? Nicholas Nick. Penny Nicholas. The assistant we talked to. Alright. Anyways, I heard about the accident. It was during the filming that Jack Hammer killed the man, didn't he? Whippersnappers dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and recently departed no less. I suppose you think it's fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. You claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole the costume? Sorry, Miss Oldbag, I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole costume. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Yes, so this is a plate with this is the plate that he used to eat a steak on. There's trace amounts of sleeping pill on it. I bet Powers put it on himself. Even a lightweight like him would have trouble sleeping at sometimes. I expected proof. Except I have proof that Hammer put his pills in it. This is the bottle containing sleeping pills. Hammer's fingerprints were found on the bottle. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbags? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, you see. Tired of holding it in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse is a paparazzi took a photo of it. The photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She had ties to the mafia. Silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After she became a force to reckon with in the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph. God damn, Vasquez looks... nothing. This is the picture. This is the trailer. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell down on the Feuerwerks fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago, and I don't feel like talking about it. Much talking about it. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the samurai costume and left for going to Studio 2. You're right? But why? Why would someone like him, like the director or the producer? Hi, Nick. It's Mrs. Vasquez. Hello? 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 Well, you should at least try to be polite. Watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Just not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyways. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used to control Hammer. The wind, huh? Gotten stronger, don't you think, the wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. You came. Well, what were we talking about?
Why is she so eager to talk suddenly? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident to blackmail Mr. Hammer, didn't you, to control him, weren't you? And that's why he was doing Kids Show, for a petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now.
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but he used that to drag Mr. Hammer down from the rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour on its own accord. But you caused them. You pressured him. To think this was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep on saying accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out? Think, what would be if it wasn't an accident? No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I mean. She's sweating right there. Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
There is my orange piece of... God, these...
Am I going colorblind? It looks orange for a second and then it turns pink. Oh no, wait, they're all pink. Never mind. Just think. Will you let me run his life for 5 years for over a mere accident? I had, and I ran him hard. Believe you me. And I ran him hard. Believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Well, she's a big Hammer fan, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did, and gave him quite a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, the reporters would need. All reporters would need is the negatives, and he could make a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it here. Give it to me now. What? This is valuable. Boys. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Voice erase them, anyways. No! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. Appears that this contest will be decided tomorrow then in court. I look forward to it. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. Don't mention it, just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just, I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Oh my god, it's almost been 4 hours. Jesus. I'm gonna start uploading all this. I'm gonna make sure I start uploading all these videos and then erasing them so I have space for the new videos. Court is now in session for the trial of Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. Both prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory of this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call upon people present in Studio 2 or trailer of the day. For their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls D. Vasquez to the stand. It was D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I am the producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in trailer studio number 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I just like needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Look, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. She's guilty, and I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. I entered the trailer a little bit before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp and ended at 4 o'clock. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in the front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That is all. I have questions about one part of your testimony. So you were fatigued and Sal had to take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. Thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppled over. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Nick, this is your final battle, Nick. Let's do this. And if I remember correctly, for those who don't know, oh, I accidentally fat fingered Q. For those who don't know, if you remember looking back at the table, there was no for those who don't know, there was no bones on it on the table. So that means they weren't T-bone steaks. They were.
Objection!
Aha, as I thought. You claim to eat T-bone steaks, but I say you did not. What is this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. This is a plate on the table of the employees' table area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you, it is a T-bone steak, right? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, this is Mrs. Vasquez and Mr. Manila's at a table outside the trailer. There we go. Oh. And yet there was no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave bones? I know how. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. Ah, I see. Then what was Mrs. Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't that obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order, are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and that's when you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You said I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worried about today being boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. That is a battle you will not win. Every day. That is not anyone's battle to win. Is there anyone who won a battle of wits against Phoenix Wright?
No, 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 no. He was forced into that, so it wasn't really a battle of wits, more so of being forced into it. I don't think he's ever lost a battle of wits outside of that time he got framed because he was handed someone else's evidence, and that was not his own, so therefore he didn't know it was forged. And two, that second battle with Apollo, that was because he was forced. He knew the person was guilty already, so that was he was doing what he can. Not exactly he could do anything about it. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, that's steel. The samurai spear. Yes, as you can see, I am a woman with a petite statue. I could have possibly used the heavy spear as a weapon. I think you would have a great difficulty of using that much, but pretty much anyone could. Anyone would. Ha. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear is found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. Can you prove the samurai spear was not the murder weapon? As I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But it is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember, the spear is broken during the morning of the action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is that possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing thick costume like this through the chest? Order, order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Murph. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Mr. Wright, can you tell us what the murder weapon was used to kill Hammer? I can. I'm afraid your confidence is can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see the murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? That is Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Order, order. I cannot have order this trial. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This is a photograph from 5 years ago. This is an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is the photo of that very accident. Not a word was leaked to the outside. It was a close kept secret at the studios. What does that have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See how... See the man that is... See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence was pierced through him, through the chest? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. At 2:30 on that day of the murder, Miss D. Vasquez met with Jack Hammer outside of Studio 2. That's when she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Hammer had done 5 years ago. Though whether he did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, died the same way he caused another man to die 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of the argument, Hammer died at the trailer as you say. And yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned it to the trailer all in a space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer been pushed off to his death then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his own costume? Wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? What if she had another way to carry the body other than her own hands? For instance, actually, for that matter, there is no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. There was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. Mrs. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van right there, so I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. And before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume.
Objection!
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget that Sal Manella drove the van. Are you suggesting that Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. The body had to be placed in a van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done it alone. Also, don't forget about that he had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. Had to because it was covering in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably had to burn it in that small incinerator. Well, Mrs. Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Don't me. Don't say you have anything. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. So what you mean is D. Vasquez. So it was you. You killed Jack Hammer. Why is it so quiet? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure that I did it, Mr. Wright? We just engaged a battle of wits. As a result of that battle, you proved possible that I murdered Hammer. Right. Right, but that's only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You just lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. But what? Order, Mr. Edgeworth. Your thoughts? Of course, it is as the witness says. Certainly, it does not seem likely. It does seem very likely that she did it, but there is no proof. Edgeworth is not sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions for me, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Alright, I'd like for you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? You can only say that before. You can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I said all that there is to say. What would happen if I were to say it again? You'd ask the same questions and you'd get the same answer. The waste of time. Damn it. Damn. Only come so far to fail. I assume there are no more questions. I would like to end the cross-examination for the witness to discuss. Edgeworth, my boy!
I was hoping to come up with a question while objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see, very well.
Objection!
Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. Are you the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does that make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see why we have anything to gain by repeating this last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the courts concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He's my goat. My boy. Probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict after all that? Edgeworth. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady's Oldbag was quite urgent, pointing at Powers and said he did. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer, got to get my scripts and notes and directions. Then I went home. That's an issue. That's the issue, because we both know, thanks to day 2, that she was missing her crypt. I have no issue raising testimony, but also you're cross-examining. Okay, we're real close. Get acting. But if you were to put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Key witness, right. I actually double-clicked. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they were quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and your notes? I was under the impression they wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. We could think of rehearsing after that. Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez, continue. Your Honor, I have an objection to that witness' last statement. No? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have known about the murder before going to Studio 1. Damn, my boy! Or Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Are you thinking about a career change to defense? No, to be fair, he already career changed to a prosecutor. He's originally going to be a defense lawyer. I appreciate your concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecutor is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had perfectly good reason to believe that there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect that. And we both know only the person... I knew Hammer was injured. Right, she says it's Hammer that's injured.
Objection!
You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Well, yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. but that's because he's pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending the one person who was injured in that run through that morning was that person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammers. Now then, why did you think that Mr. Hammers who was injured? I already said it, but it was Sal who told me. That's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known the Powers was injured at the time. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. You didn't actually hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't Mr. Power who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah, what? When he was doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2. That's where he was murdered. Exactly. Mrs. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw him at the You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit, and that's why you were confused. That's why you thought Mr. Hammer was the one who was injured this morning. Order, order. I will have order. Witness, can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you, Irk. Why are real killers so persistent? Why in the world would I want Hammer dead? Yes, he has fallen on hard times, but he was a star. There was nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there's a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say of the matter? In other words, can you prove that she had a motive? Of course, I have proof, and I'll show it to you. Present the court as evidence Ms. Vasquez's motive of the murder. That would be the 5-year-old photo. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive for the murder. This murder. Am I right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer, at the height of his fame, with D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case we're currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically, the accident precipitated Hammer's fall of his stardom. The guilt weighed down on him, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer, and you made him work for a petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly, it's the context source is the shame of it for an X-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives yet, and we only talked about Mr. Hammer. I always seem as it was Mr. Hammer who killed D. Vasquez and not the other way around. What would the motive of Miss Vasquez is? Yes, you're right. According to what you said, we would have no reason to kill Hammer. It was a good source of income for me. I never get rid of useful men. That is a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain to me Miss Vasquez's murder.
She had no motive, Your Honor. What now? Mr. Hammer was out for blood. All Mrs. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room, stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the steel to fool the security lady into thinking it was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And And that, for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who was cruelly taking advantage of him all those years. So you did it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Mrs. Vasquez, what happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel, Miss Vasquez, try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and no, Manuel, don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die, please. Congrats, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where is D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm as collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Here's you have brought yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent, and that he should be found only... That he should be found was so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This courtroom finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. That's all. The court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad that you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume, but it's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think he would try to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me why. Tell me, why did Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was once reduced to acting in a kid's show as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him at any time. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad for this all to be over. So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Oh yeah, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Yeah, he does know. Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah. Nick Edgeworth. Hey, Edgy! Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No. I really wanted to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Powers, Sniff. Or Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. He is. That's the funniest thing. That is the funniest thing. Originally, I thought he was lying, but when you go and you see his, in episode 5, when you see his office, you see the Steel Samurai statue. Right. I must say, I haven't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes. Unease and uncertainty. Those aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. Whew. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me ever again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And the curtain's closed for another trial. We won't get to that question until the next episode. Taka Town Global Cities rethought of the program change, and it went back to making kids show again. Nick, this is it. The newest show starts today. We're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go with it. You have to buy trading cards too. We have to trade cards with Cody and that assistant. Fine, fine. I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? How the fuck did he fit in that costume? I wonder if they'll show his real face. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. How the fuck did he fit in that costume? Well, my favorite episode is in the next one. Unfortunately, we only have time for. That's all the time I have for today. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.